Well, hello there. A bit of a vlog style video. I've done a few of these before, and we're kind of approaching in the, I would say, middle of the winter now, and it's time, to talk about. Do you have anything planned for 2025? Uh, well, yes and no. Let me just start by some really obvious ones, which questions have come up, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And one of them concerns this vehicle. Now, as you know, this is the Gas 53B, which has the bad V8 engine in it, and I'm thinking about engine swapping this one out. Like total engine swap, taking the old engine out, miking the crank, seeing where we go. I do have donors, so not a big deal. This should be our 2025 goal. Can we get this thing running on its own power? Like everything else will come later. So, as said by that, there's a few other things I would like to do in 2025. One of them is just mostly cleanup, cutting away some trees which I see are a bit problematic when it comes to high winds. Because, as you know, I'm in a high wind or open wind area, so I have to kind of think about whether to keep something or to cut them out before they fall on something and cause more havoc than this thing should. But let me tell you what I have planned for 2025 in terms of, content and anything else. If I really want to do something, then it would be to replace on this crawler the track pins, a few tracks, and maybe that wheel. But the most thing that I'm more concerned of is this hydraulic cylinder, which just leaks like hell. Like this one has to be addressed definitely on the crawler. Like these should be the two most or upmost things at all if I'm going to attempt something 2025, at least do that cylinder and the track pins. This would be the easiest jobs on this one. So on to the next one. Old red here. I don't think there's not much to do here. That other tire should also go. Take that one off, take a wheel clamp, replace this ugly wheel. This is going to be our one of the goals, and just general maintenance. I don't know, maybe paint it. Who knows? I'm gonna address some issues here as well, and that should be it for this vehicle. On to the next one. This 1 ton water cube. I've had this for a long time, and I want to actually use it in the summer when there's tremendous heat, and when I want to just use it to irrigate the fields. So that's our, mini project. I've already prepped most of the things here, but there's a few things here to do here and there, and hopefully I can get to it in 2025. I mean, it shouldn't be. It's now out of the weeds, so yeah. Uh, we'll see what we can do with that. So in contents terms, in 2025, it's going to be like, the same old shit basically. It's been here for many years, but I have a few things installed. Like definitely we're going to see more collab videos. And the one thing is I have a few cars I've never shown in public that I'd like to maybe get to them. But with those things, it's like there's no point of taking them out when you're not going to do something with them or finish them basically. But those are the things that I think the truck is probably my most worrisome project right now. The 500 series Belarus tractor, probably if I have the financial resources, I will do uh, the rear axle, the transmission, the torque tube, and the clutch. Those all will be pretty much new, but I need to prep for that. As for the truck, I need a hoist. I need another setup to take the tractor apart. So I'm going to probably have to make some tools or make some custom hoists to actually lift them. So you can look forward to that. And with them, there's not many plans. I mean, a lot of things probably will be done, uh, you know, as I do them or as I happen to make these things. Probably more just very general content. Uh, I know some people want to see construction work or just just me mowing the lawn or doing, something else. But I'll get there. But it's a slow process. I'm not the fastest guy in the world, so it kind of takes time for them to actually, for actually these things to, you know, come into come into life. Um, in terms of videos, I have always like 2 or 3 videos ahead, so I'm not actually in a pinch where I have like long periods. Usually in the summer, I'm too busy. I do film, but I'll try to see if I can actually get to the pace of making at least one video per week. No promises here, but I'm trying to keep this uh, steady progress. I mean, if you wanna, help me, always go watch the older videos, like, comment. That helps a lot. That's nothing that that's not the same as I would take money from someone else's pockets. That's the easiest thing to do if you want to help me out. Uh, I did go to the post office and see if they can make me a post office box, but it comes out that it's too complicated, and I'll just leave a link where you can contact me, an email where you, if you want to send me something, I'll give you the address where you can send it, where it's a secure location where I can pick them up, and I know that nobody will be yoinking them before I get there. So that's the thing. And otherwise, people have asked me how many expenses do I have with running this channel. I would say I've had like in terms of fixing all these crappy tractors and everything else, I spent over at least, I think, was it like almost $600, and that's probably just fuel, oil. Oil was the most expensive thing that I spent the money on. I mean, everything else was pretty much in a tolerable range. But if you have like a 20 liter, or a high capacity transmission, or engine that has high capacity oil pan, well, those things start, really, and I'm not getting like really huge discounts from the store as well. So yeah, I don't know, like oil sponsorship. I don't know, like I've never asked anyone for sponsorship really. Like that's everyone else's. I could get them, but I've rather thought about it, and I'm like, it's better just to I'll manage the things my own way, and then I don't have to worry about anyone else's issues later. So that's for it. So yes, running these things costs money. Making the videos doesn't really cost me money, but if I would want to, get a better computer or cameras, I would say the price would ramp up at least a couple of $1,000s. So that's pretty much where where I sit with it. Um, and I'm doing this mostly just for educational reasons, and so that people have a point to go back to. Because no, there's a lot of content about these machines in English, mostly in Russian. But like I said, I'm probably one of the few that does this. So I don't mind, because at least this knowledge will be for the future generations to evaluate later. And in other terms, it's going pretty well. I would say 2024 was, I really got a head start, and things started rolling. Now all I have to do is keep the pace. Just this is more or less what I envisioned. And what will 2025 bring? I don't know. Hopefully, we can get some of these annoying issues fixed. I still have something in my mind that I really would want, and no, it's not the 57 Belvedere Savoy uh, Fury. It's actually the machine that would need right now the most would be a backhoe or a loader that I could put on the 500 series Pillars tractor. Those would be the two things I would actually need. Everything else, I don't know. Like I've looked at old car advertisements, and there's a lot of them for sale, but I don't really need any of them. Really, I've no real use for them. I don't want any cars really. That's my the only cars I would actually would want would be the ones that I have, association from my past or from my childhood, and there's only very few things that caught my attention besides American cars. It's from the Soviet cars. There's only or two brands basically that interest me the most, and they're not really hard to guess if you think about it. One starts with a V, and the other one starts with an M. So go go take your guesses in the comments. And of course, before I end this vlog, I want to thank Antspans for the all the help he has done. Um, I'll try to help him as best as I can. If he needs my help, my doors are always open to him. Um, uh, Also, I want to thank LAOL. That's Aaron in Colorado. Greetings to you, good sir. He's been probably one of the advisors in how to run the channel, and I appreciate his feedback and really appreciate feedback from anyone I've gotten. So I actually know where I'm going and I know what people expect, but the main thing is whether I'm happy with how things go or not. This is the main thing with every channel. If you're not happy with how things are, or you feel uncomfortable doing this, then you should really consider thinking about doing something else. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a good advisor on these things. But these are, our official channel collaborators. I don't have any official Patreon, and I've tried to, like, the people that know me and have sent me stuff, they know me from way before I started YouTube, and they know where to contact me, and, you know, there's going to be probably and hopefully more content in the future. What exactly? I don't want to spoil everything, but you already got some spoilers. I will say one thing. I have something I've not worked on for almost a decade, and there's no videos on this on my channel that's ever been posted. Maybe I'll get to that, or maybe I'll just, you know, cut the losses and say that we're done with it. But who knows? It's I can't really predict the future that well, but there will be some surprises. Let's say that, and definitely working on the backhoe. So saving up the money. So there's also one reason when I'm saving up the money to buy the backhoe, I will have to consider that I can't do certain things that I would, you know, do immediately, like fix the 500 series rear end. So yeah, those are a little bit of a choices. So many choices. Anyway, this would be like the let's say end of the year video for all the viewers. I'm really happy for everyone who's come and subscribed and liked the video. Really thankful for you all, and I hope to see you all in the future. And everyone take care, and let's hope 2025 is an awesome year. And see you around in the next videos. Bye.